Radhe Radhe, welcome to my channel. In this video, you will learn about complementary function when roots of auxiliary equation are real and distinct. In the previous video, I discussed all the rules for finding CF. But in this video, I am going to discuss only first rule. This means when roots are real and distinct, and I'll discuss 6 examples based on this rule, and at the end of this video I'll also mention 6 questions, unsolved questions. You can solve them and you will be comfortable with this rule. Okay, and before that, if you are new on this channel, so please subscribe and press bell button so that you can get the notification for the upcoming videos. So let's start. If roots of auxiliary equation are m1, m2 and these are real and distinct, then CF is c1 e to the power m1x and plus c2 e to the power m2x. So you have to write this m1, m2 here in exponential term, e to the power m1, and here it is e to the power m2, and in the multiplication this is x if x is independent variable. Okay, suppose you have another root m3, so that then you will add this one term in this. Okay, so this more term will be added, it is c3 e to the power m3x. Suppose you have one more root m4, then you will add one more term plus c4 e to the power m4x. Okay, similarly you can proceed. So let's discuss first example. So in this question you have to find CF. Okay, so what will we do? First we will write auxiliary equation. How to write auxiliary equation? This second order derivative is replaced with m square, first order is replaced with 1, this y is replaced first order is replaced by m and y is replaced by 1. Okay, so you have this auxiliary equation m square plus 5m plus 4 equal to 0. Okay, then you have to solve this equation and you can find its root. So you can split this 5m in 4m and m, then you can proceed and you can find the roots m equal to minus 4 and minus 1. Okay, you can also find these roots with the help of calculator. Now CF is c1 e to the power minus 4x like this rule, and plus c2 e to the power minus x. So this minus 4 and minus 1, these roots are put here in exponential term. Okay, so this is CF. It is very easy to find. Suppose you have this next example. Here you can keep in mind that this independent variable is here t. So whenever you will write CF, you will write t in place of x. Okay, so first we have to write auxiliary equation. So auxiliary equation will be m square for this second order derivative, a plus b as it is, then m for this first order derivative, then ab because y is replaced with 1. Okay, so this is auxiliary equation. After solving this equation you will find roots. So roots will be m equal to minus a and minus b. Okay, so this is very simple to find roots. Oh, okay, so I am not going to explain these steps. Then CF will be c1 e to the power minus at and plus c2 e to the power minus bt. T is here. Why? Because I already told you independent variable is t here. Okay, and pi is 0. In the previous video I told you that solution has two parts, complementary function and pi, it means CF and pi, and y is always equal to CF plus pi. Okay, but when the function means when here right side you have 0, then pi is 0. In this case pi is equal to 0, that is why I have written here pi is 0. So when pi is 0 but y is CF plus pi, so putting value of pi here, y will be equal to CF only, so this is value of y. So in this question you have to solve this. So solve means you have to find y, complete solution, y equal to CF plus pi. But in the previous question I have written here find CF, so we have found only CF. Okay, so always do carefully. So let's come to the next question. In this question number 3rd, you have given this third order differential equation. So first I have written here auxiliary equation, very simple. Third order derivative is replaced by m cube, and this is by m square, first order by m, y by 1. Okay, so this is cubic equation in terms of f. Now you can solve this equation. There are so many methods for solving this equation. You can also solve this equation with the help of calculator, but manually we should know how to solve this equation, how to find the roots, how to find the value of m. Okay, so I have written here m equal to -1. This first root is obtained by hit and trial method. So what is that method? In this we write factors of this. So what will be factors of 6? Plus -1 plus -2 plus -3 plus -6. Okay, all these are factors of 6. So we start with the smallest number. So when you will put 1 here, 1 will not satisfy this equation because all are plus sign here and 1 is also positive, so it will not be satisfied. You will not get 0 after placing m equal to 1. But when I place m equal to -1 in this equation, m equal to -1, so what will you get? You will put here -1, so you have -1 plus 6 minus 11 plus 6, so this will be equal to 0. So this means -1 is satisfying this equation, so m equal to -1 is one root of this equation. Now question is how to find two other roots. So one option is that you can divide this cubic term, this cubic polynomial, by m plus 1. This is one way, and so you can divide m plus 1 by m plus 1. You can divide by m plus 1 in this factor, but I don't like this method. This is very long method. I have short method for that, so hope you will understand that. So I am going to explain that method, and that is called synthetic division. So in this method, what will I do? I write coefficients like 1. Here coefficient of m cube is 1, coefficient of m square is 6, coefficient of m is 11, then 6. So you can write these coefficients. Then you can write this one root which is obtained by hit and trial method outside. Okay, so you can write in this way. It is very simple. Then what you have to do, you have to write down here this number, the digit written here you have to put here. Okay, any digit, 1 or any other number, you have to write this number here. Then what you have to do, you have to multiply this -1 and 1. After multiplying both of these, you have to multiply here. Then what will you get? You will get -1. Then you will place -1 here. Okay, after multiplying these two, you have -1, so put -1 here. So you will get 5 here after adding these two. Now multiply this -1 in this 5, you have -5, so put here -5. Now add here, you get 6. Now multiply this -1 in 6, so you have -6, so place -6 here, so you will get 0. Okay, always you will get 0 here if this root is correct and if you are doing correctly, so always you will get 0 here. Okay, now you have this quadratic factor here, m square plus 5m plus 6. Okay, after if you use this long division method, then also you will get the quadratic factor to find other two roots. But I follow this method because I like this method. This is the shortest method. If you also like, then you can also use this method. And if you like this method, so please comment in the video that you like this method and you also learned this method. Okay, now you can find the root of this equation. So roots will be -2, -3. Okay, so you have these three roots, -1, -2, -3. Now you can add CF. CF will be C1 e to the power -1x or -x plus C2 e to the power -2x plus C3 e to the power -3x. Okay, next and in this also you have to ask to solve. So Pi will be 0 and y will be equal to CF. So you can write that. In another question, I have taken similar kind of question because I want that you must have practice on this method for solving the cubic equation. So in this question, you can write here auxiliary equation. I have written here. Then you can find one root by hit and trial method. So you can check that when you will put m equal to -1, this will satisfy the given equation. Okay. Now for two other roots, I will use the same method. And according to this method, we should write coefficients here. So here it is 1. And the term of m square is absent here, so I have put here 0, then -7, then -6. So according to the method, I should write this 1 here. Then multiplication of -1 and 1 will give -1. So -1 will go here. Then it is -1. Then again multiply these two. This you will get 1. So put 1 here. Then adding, I'll have -6. Then multiplication of these two, -1 and -6, I have 6 here, so I am putting 6 here. So I am getting 0 after adding these two. Okay, then quadratic factor is m square minus m minus 6 equal to 0. Okay, now you can solve this equation and you will get m equal to the sum of root is 1, so you will get 3 and minus 2. 3 minus 2, yes. Okay, sum of root should be 1. Here it is 1, and again you can check from the equation, because minus b upon a is sum of root and minus b upon a will be 1. So 3 and minus 2. Okay, and product should be minus 6, so product is minus 6. Okay, so roots are minus 1, minus 2 and 3. So CF will be, now you can write CF, C1 e to the power minus x plus C2 e to the power minus 2x plus C3 e to the power 3x. Okay, this is CF. Now for next two questions I have already written CF, so I'm going to explain. For this equation you can write auxiliary equation, d will be replaced by m, y will be by 1. So you have this auxiliary equation. Now you can find the roots. Here m square minus 1 is equal to m minus 1, m plus 1. So you have m equal to 1 from this factor, m equal to minus 1 from this, and from this you have m equal to minus 2, from this you have equal to m equal to 3. Okay, so these are real and distinct roots, so you can write CF like this. Okay, and independent variable is x here, because d is mentioned as d upon dx, so I have used independent variable x. But in the next question you can see independent variable is t and dependent variable is x, and one more thing is that you have given two conditions also. So you have to solve this equation. So when you see solve, this means you will find y equal to CF plus PI, but not y here, because here you have x. Okay, so you will write x in place of y. Okay, so first for solving I have written here auxiliary equation, then roots will be 1 and 2, then CF will be C1 e to the power t, because t is independent variable, plus C2 e to the power 2t. This is CF. Right side function is 0. Okay, that is why PI is 0. Then x will be, because x is dependent variable in place of y, so x will be CF plus PI. So CF is this, PI is 0, so you have x this. Okay, so this is solution, but you have to find the solution when you have condition that t is 0, when x is then x is 0 and dx by dt is 0. So according to this condition, when t is 0 then x is 0. So first condition is t is 0, x is 0. So I have used these values in this solution. So here I have written 0, then C1 e to the power 0 means 1 plus C2, and e to the power 2 into 0 is 1. So this is first equation for first condition. Then for second condition is dx by dt is 0 when t is 0. Okay, but you don't have dx by dt. So after differentiating this x, this solution, you will get dx by dt. So dx by dt will be C1 e to the power t plus C2 e to the power 2t. Okay, then you can use this condition here. So dx by dt is 0, that is why I have written here 0, then C1, because this will become 1, then 2C2. Okay, now solving 1 and 2, you will get C1 equal to 0 and C2 equal to 0. This means you have both constant equal to 0, and after substituting the value of these constant in x, you have x equal to 0. Okay, in this is different kind of question, because initial conditions are given here. So in this way you can solve the questions, differential equations. Okay, now it's a chance, it's a time to have unsolved questions. So these are 6 unsolved questions in front of you. You can take a screenshot of these questions, and answers are also given. And in one point you can notice here that in these two examples the roots are in under root, means irrational. So because this rule is for real, so roots can be rational or irrational, same thing will be followed. In some books the solutions are given in terms of hyperbolic function, cos hyperbolic, sin hyperbolic, so that is same. So you don't need to write in terms of hyperbolic, you can also use in terms of exponential. Okay, because both are equivalent. Okay, so in the next video you will learn when roots are real and repeated. Okay, so if you like this video, so please comment, like, share, and take care. Radhe Radhe.